that, my fellow Aeternians. As always, Emperor AP is right here, and the one and only, newly meeting in person, Stevven.
It's your boy, what is up?
Master of the House of Treasure. We got everybody here hanging out, and we wanted to talk to you guys. We wanted to see what's up, and honestly, I just wanted to get in person and have like a one-time for real stream with everybody involved. I know you guys may have like some questions for Stevven. I know that we are a little bit late getting into the stream, but I'm having fun. I'm enjoying it. I know we have like stories and stuff to do. So, yeah. First off, do you have any like introduction things? Anything you want to say?
Nah, not really. Yo, I'm Stevven. I'm the House of Treasure guy. And yeah, AP and Tiffany have been over in North Carolina for a little while, just kind of vibing. They decided to come meet me. Don't know why, but they did. And we've made a good vacay out of it. It's been pretty cool.
100%. Stevven's been showing us all the cool spots, and we're super appreciative of it. Thank you.
Let me put it in the fridge.
No, I'll just take it with me. Thank you, though. Appreciate it.
Well, I mean, you can take it with you. I'm just gonna put it in the fridge. So.
Thank you, though.
Yeah, so we got, I think we got somebody's hands up. Celicia said greetings. Hey, Celicia, how are you? So one of the things, I'm not sure if we've talked about it on stream before, but I knew you brought it up to Tiff earlier. I want you to tell everybody how you got into the Empire of Aeternia and learning about everything.
How much do you want me to, like, censor?
Hit it up. Go for
Really?
it. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess I first discovered Aeternia just through randomly searching like keywords on YouTube, and I found the Micronation stream, and I was like, oh, this is cool. I might just troll around here for a little bit. And then AP was pretty cool about it. He like called me out by name, well, username at that point. And I just liked how he was talking to everyone and how like good he sounded just intellectually and just what he had to say. So I decided to stick around and eventually get a little more involved. I kind of developed the Wix site, I remember.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, eventually I was enough of a thorn in his side to where he just gave me a position, so I'd shut up about it.
No, but it's been great. The Stevven has been a part of building like the biggest growth that Aeternia has ever had. We tried in, I guess it was right after like December of last year. We had just started to set up in 2020, I think, going into 2021. We had set up an attempt at starting a government, and we wanted to figure out a good way to do it. So we had Master Gray, the House of Others. We had Stevven, the House of Treasure. And everything has been going well. There are going to be a lot of big changes in the future, things that are going to be happening. But it's really, really cool that we've set in a foundation and something that we can move forward with. And that wouldn't have been possible without you.
That's high praise. I don't know if I deserve all of it, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. A whole half of the government. That's a big thing. Yeah. So I always love that story. Looking up micro.
Hey.
on the internet. It's a whole thing. But yeah, I guess I'm curious. Let me see if we have any more comments before I go too far. Hey, yep, everybody's hitting it up. Leanna said, greetings, Stevven.
Hey, yo, that's good.
Good to see you, Leanna. Kingdom of Half Republic of Talensiland says, good afternoon. Good to see you. Also, I keep covering the thing so bad. Jaya said, hey, Drew says he's wearing the swag. You know it. He's got his whole outfit on. We've got our outfits on. He's got the Unity medal on.
Oh, yeah. You want me to stand up and show him the fit?
Yeah, show him. Hit it up. So professional.
Yeah, so I've got like the Unity medal, just like a regular like kind of tux blazer and then just like an undershirt. And then I've got the sunglasses, so it looks like I'm a full Secret Serviceman. So I thought it was a cool look just to take.
Oh, 100%. And we were taking pictures and stuff at the restaurant. If you guys follow us on Instagram, we actually posted to get a little bit of an update for you guys. So, and tell you guys about the stream. Hey, yep. So, Jaya said, uh, Jaya said the guy's hands. Yeah, I keep jumping in with it. Sorry, we're on the phone. Lana said, greetings, Manu. Yeah, it's good to see you, Manu. Edwin said, hey, everybody's jumping in. We appreciate you
I'll
guys.
pull up the stream. We can look at the comments there.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you. That would help. Yeah, and so if you guys have any questions for me or Steven, please bring them up. Now that we have the opportunity to be in person, I'm super excited to see what you guys have to say. One of the big things, yeah, one of the big things that we have coming up, which is not going to happen tonight, but it'll happen tomorrow. I'm not sure if we're going to do a stream about it or if we're just going to like record it and you guys will check it out once everything's said and done and we've compiled a video for the whole trip. But we're going to be doing some gift exchanging between Steven and I.
Yeah.
I don't know what Steven has in store. I was surprised that he had gotten me anything.
Oh, but he's been trying to guess it, trust me.
I have. I've been going at it. I'm eventually going to get. He told Tiffany.
I didn't tell Tiff. I confided.
Yep. So now I'm trying to figure out what it is. We got something for Steven as well. So.
Which I didn't know about actually until like a couple hours ago.
Yeah, we've been slowly trying to keep it a secret, but we thought we would have it ready for tonight because we wanted a big stream, but we didn't quite make it tonight. So we're going to be doing that tomorrow at some point. And yeah, we are going to be staying through Thursday, so we're going to be heading back Thursday afternoon, and then we're going to be doing like just a compilation of all the footage that we take here and sending it to you guys for one big video. One of the things we've been planning a lot of stuff, potential spoiler hype stuff in the future.
Oh no.
Nobody knows when Microcon 2022 is happening. We know it's happening in 2022. If everybody is available and everything works out perfectly.
If the stars align.
If everything aligns perfectly for the Aeternian Empire, maybe 2022 Microcon Aeternia visit.
The boys may just hit up Vegas, who knows?
Of course. The boys will be back in town for part 2. So that'll be cool. Yeah, and that's what we're doing. We have been talking a lot, primarily just getting to know each other. I think that's been kind of cool. We've done some micronational talk, but honestly just getting to visit Stephen, hanging out, getting to bond more personally, I think has been cool. And he's been showing us a lot of fun stuff in town.
Yeah, all work, no play makes for a very dull vacation.
Absolutely. One of the things you guys are going to get to see in the video that I'm super excited about, I have never lived around mountains. Now that I live in the northern part of Alabama, I have a slightly better view of mountains. There's some little hill-type mountains, but it's not very much. In North Carolina, there are mountains. There are big mountains. And we got to see some of those the other day. We've been on 2 hikes since we've been here. One the first day when we got here, and then one this morning. And they were both beautiful views. You guys got to see a little bit of that on a stream today, but you didn't get to see the ones from the first day, which was crazy view. So we're gonna have to show that off on the video.
Yeah, and I suppose it was kind of like a big shock. I mean, from what you described, you could stand on a step stool and you could see miles and miles up in that direction. It was so flat, and now you're seeing all the crags and cliff sides that I have to offer.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and we saw this is one thing for the teaser. We saw like a circling the first day, and it was beautiful to see it just span out everywhere.
Yeah, from what we read on top of the looking tower, it was like their migration season around this time. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It was. And to see even like the wildlife and stuff look a little bit different. I'm not sure if it's specifically a North Carolina thing or if he was even just up on the mountain, but the flies looked a little bit different. It was a whole unique atmosphere, and I have absolutely loved this trip. Every day has been packed with something that's been exciting and new and fun. I didn't know Ben and Jerry's had like in-person shops that you could go to. Tiffany told me she knew because they had one apparently around where we live at some point. But we went to like a Ben and Jerry's shop. That was cool. I got like a Ben and Jerry's milkshake thing. It was really good.
You can just scroll down.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I want to get to you guys' chat. TJ, hey, how are you doing? It's good to see you. Lana said greetings. Said have many accounts, if you can tell. We appreciate you. You should hit up that subscribe button with them all. Also, we have 11 viewers. You guys are hyped for Stevven. It's good to see you. Show some love. We have Drew saying, no one told me people were bringing gifts. I would have sent one. You can send it to the
PO box.
To the PO
Do we have
box.
that in the description?
Yes, we do. I'm not sure if it'll be in the description. We have it on our website. We have it in the description of every other video, and I'll add it to this one later on. So if you check back later, or if you go to our website, you should be able to get that. Gray says, and the Emperor visits the Housemaster. Yeah, absolutely. Gray and I had a visit last year around this time in the later summer. And so now we're doing one with Stevven. It's super, super cool. The difference is this is the first time we've been able to actually travel somewhere and go to visit someone. The last time Gray came down to Alabama, and this time we've actually gone, which is cool, kind of a progress for the channel. We've been growing a little bit, and it's cool because you never think, we were talking about this earlier, it's crazy to have met someone over the internet and then to see them in real life. It's a whole different experience.
And even when you're about to meet them, you still wonder are they fake? Are they weird in person? Are they putting a whole different personality? Yeah. But no, it's good to see that he's genuine, and I don't know if I was
100%. You are
okay. I will be how I am.
That's good. A real dude. 100%.
I am totally real, not fake at all.
Yeah. Stevven has fans up here that I didn't know about.
Oh, no.
Stevven.
Don't go into it.
It was so cool. Stevven gets praise. Samantha joined in and said, hello, Empire of Mauritania.
Mauritania?
Good to see you, Mauritania.
Something like that.
If we are mispronouncing it, please correct us. But it's good to see you. And we hope you enjoy it. If you haven't subscribed, you should. It helps us out a lot. Let's see what else. Drew said, hello, Gray and Empire of Mauritania. Reptile Keeper says something in some language. Drew said, Aeternia rolling up in Vegas when our economy goes boom. You know it. When you guys send us stuff and shout out stuff, we are trying to make things bigger and larger every time. So when you guys send us PO Box stuff, we're going to try and put that more in the background. And then even just supporting the videos, it helps us to do stuff like this, to go and visit people and to do bigger and crazier stuff. So thank you guys.
Crazy, definitely.
Yeah.
This is wild to think about.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know when did I meet you?
We met
online. It was March. Was it March of 2020?
I think it was. I think it was early 2020 for sure.
So, a year and a half ago, I just met this dude, and now I'm sitting next to him. That is so crazy to think about.
He is.
Perspective.
He's really crazy.
Mind blowing.
Yeah, especially just seeing someone over a screen for so long, and then actually seeing them face to face.
Yeah, well, I was nervous.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
I was nervous of if there was something I didn't see below the camera.
They say you reached your time limit.
Oh, that's for me personally. It's probably almost gonna die anyway. So, yeah,
but yeah, it's really, really crazy.
Do you have
thank
cord?
Yeah, I'll get it later though. We'll be good.
Because we have wall plugs. You plug it.
I don't know if it'll reach.
I have a pretty long plug. I'm thinking of the cord.
Yeah, the cord. Right. But yeah, we it's crazy too because of the micronational aspect to it. I think a lot of micronations connect over the internet, and they have they either have citizens who are local to them, and that's how they work, or they have a purely online thing. It's crazy that we've gotten at least enough traction that we're visiting each other, that there are people who are spanning hundreds of miles apart and actually get to connect and be a part of the same country physically.
Yeah, it's a good privilege to have the best of both worlds like that.
Absolutely. And I think that goes to show that there's like a certain degree of perspective that creates. It certainly makes it feel like a special thing for me. I don't want to mess with your phone
That's
lock screen or whatever. I kept letting it like pass through.
Right.
Ooh. Lana says, greetings. I'm a little tired. How are you? Ooh. I'm glad to hear that you're doing all right. I'm sorry to hear you're tired, Leanna. I hope you get some solid sleep tonight.
We are starting a little late.
We are starting late. Reptile says, hey, AP, could you ask Tiffany if she's excited to have a 100-foot tall redwood tree in Aeternia one day? Tiffany, are you hyped to have a very tall redwood tree in Aeternia one day?
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
And make a big tree house in it.
I would love that. That would actually be great, to make like a big tree house. To have it in the center or something.
Is that Nate?
It is Nate. Says, yo, AP, maybe in like 4 more years you can make a Michigan trip. It would be a big thing. That'd be the farthest I've ever traveled in my life. But that would be really cool. I would love that. Yeah.
Also, Stephen loved the mullet thing. It's not a mullet.
Just saying.
I think it's called a shag. It looks like a mullet, but like from the side, it's a technical thing. It looks like a mullet, but it's not.
It's a whole unique look.
I loathe mullets.
Mullets are a different thing.
Gross, disgusting.
My hair gets to the point where it starts to get long, and I don't like it. I like to cut the back off.
Did you have a mullet?
Kinda. Not on purpose, but yes, I would say it technically counted as a mullet.
A long time ago.
Drew says, hashtag richer than Stevven gang. Got him. For that.
Okay, well, you may have that, but sit next to your emperor, baby.
Got him. Whole government entity.
Take it with a grain of salt, or maybe even take the whole shaker home with you.
Got him. Also, as far as like imperial notes, but Stevven has done more for economy. Like it's a big deal. Stevven's hard on our Patreon. If anybody wants to hit up our Patreon, they should.
Go for it.
Reptile says, hey AP, could you surround the redwood with some rocks or something and then put a little sign there that says $5 for a picture? Yeah, that would be really, you could have
just
like
charge them for it.
Of course.
Capitalism, baby.
Yeah. You could do like a tree of life thing. Tiff just went to Disney. They have like the really beautiful like tree of life thing, and it was like you can do a similar thing where you have like redwood and you have like pretty flowers and rocks and stuff around it, kind of make it like a big centerpiece. Leanna said, greetings to my girl Tiffany. I miss seeing her on the streams. Yeah, we need to get Tiff in more streams. Leanna says she misses you, Tiff.
Nate made a short joke, but I'm not gonna pay attention to it.
Absolutely. Ooh, Gray pointed out a great thing. Gray said, hey Nate, the whole government is here today. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We do. We have the whole gang. We have 2 in chat, 2 in person. Unprecedented event for Aeternia. This is the first time this has happened like this. We've had government meetings before where everybody's on Zoom. This is the first time that we've had 2 people in person and the rest of the government here. That's crazy. It says, yeah. Reptile says, only downside to redwoods, you have to burn them to keep them healthy. That's fair, but also not that terrible. Like, I'm sure that's a fairly doable thing. You just have to have it really controlled. That's interesting. It is a bit of upkeep. Have you ever had to do it? Is that rough?
I'm sure it would, like if, in the perspective of a child, you'd have to torture them to help them grow.
Oh, good.
Is that just parenting?
I guess so. Hard life lessons.
Hard life lessons.
Drew says, bro, I'm only 2 hours under you guys now. Exactly. And we're planning a... Oh, wait, are we? No.
Planning what?
No. I was gonna... The
in the Whitewater Center, if we did 10 days.
Potentially
So
Charlotte,
it's potential.
Potentially Charlotte, but maybe not Charlotte.
Just depends on how much we can squeeze into the last day.
Ooh, that's true. Lana said the entire government and the first aristocrat. Absolutely. And we have Leanna here first aristocrat. We can't forget to shout out that. If you guys go on our website, you can actually see Leanna and all of our aristocrats there on the website, on our aristocrat board. Those are all the people. Absolutely, all these upper echelon fancy folks. Nate, I'm very proud of Michigan. I don't know why.
I don't know either. I don't know why we're proud of Michigan. I don't think many people are. Oh, did I say that? Well,
Got
I'm sorry.
him. Got him. Michigan, bro. It's cold up there. I don't know.
It is cold. I don't do well with the cold, especially not in the north.
That's fair. That's fair. I would have to get really well adjusted.
You'd have to.
Yep. We have to have a cool drumline performance by me.
The Wi-Fi is looking toasty.
Oh yeah. Reptile says, I'm not worried about torturing the redwoods, but if you do it wrong or they're too young, you can easily die. You have to wait. They can easily
I think
die.
they can easily die. I don't think you can easily.
You can't easily die.
Any of us can easily die at any point, but I'm sure the trees take a little longer to.
That's true.
Heal.
They're bigger. They got more in them. You have to wait until they're about 3 to 5 burn them. That's fair. Still a young tree. Drew says the stream is experiencing premium North Carolina Wi-Fi. You say that, it's actually on my. Nate said LMAO, yeah, high quality, super high quality. It's buffering too. I'm trying to figure out if that's for Tiffany's thing or for mine. I think it's me.
I will look.
I appreciate it. But yeah, we're hanging out. One of the things that's interesting is it's a weird amount of time. It's good because we thought we were just gonna be able to go for it.
It's a little toasty, but thank God.
So we're only originally gonna be able to stay for 2 days and then have to leave on the 3rd. But now we've been able to extend it for 3 days so that we leave on the 4th day, leave on the 4th day. But it's crazy because you want to do so much. You want to pack everything.
There's almost too much to do.
It is, yeah, it is. We've been waking up early though. We've been pretty good at it. But it's a lot. You want to do everything, and you just don't have it. So that means we got to plan another trip. Gotta make a part 2. Yeah. Soon.
Let's regain our funds because the food around here is good. It can get to.
Oh, 100%, but well worth it.
Yeah, definitely.
Everything that we've been to eat has been really good. The most basic thing we eat was Dunkin' Donuts. That was for coffee. It was like a sip or something.
It was my lowest point.
It was the least aristocrat thing that we ate, but everything else. Amazing Italian food, amazing Japanese food. Oh man.
Yeah, I'm all for Krispy Kreme.
Mm-hmm. You rep that Krispy Kreme. You can't do Dunkin' Donuts. Drew says the high quality. Yeah, we're trying our best out here. We're getting it. If I had Ethernet, that's the thing. I don't have my Ethernet, so I can't connect directly up. It's all Wi-Fi right now. It's all 5G. Kyle says.
Do you think we did the hotel Wi-Fi?
Maybe it'd be better, but I don't know. I don't know if the hotel Wi-Fi is
It's kind of too late, isn't it?
Yeah, we're already in it. And at least the stream hasn't crashed, so we're surviving. Also, thank you guys for Reptile says, AP, did you know redwoods actually have the thickest bark in the world? It can get up to 1 to 2 feet thick. I didn't. That's crazy. I would imagine if we get a redwood and we grew it and we burned it regularly.
Don't they take years, decades though?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Redwoods, all trees can live hundreds of years, but redwoods especially, I think, if you leave them, they, hundreds of years.
Sorry, it's been a long day.
Yeah, it has been a long ass day. We've been doing a lot. But yeah, we if you burned the redwood and you collected all the stuff from it, it'd be cool to make things out of that thick bark. Everybody said buffering. Greetings, Nate. Nathan says LOL. I'll stop AP. Top of the not morning, Leanna. Everybody jumping in. Drew says what the, and then said don't say a thing. I'm trying to. What's the thing?
He said something.
Nate says, don't say a thing, Drew. I know where you live. What?
I know where you live, Nate.
What? I was so confused. Everybody knows where everybody lives. We've all doxed each other.
Yeah, no.
It's. Please don't dox me. But yeah, it's just surreal. I keep sitting on that shock, but it really is. This is incredible.
It is. It's weird to think about. I keep saying like how far we've come, but it's really like a lot more than a lot of micronations get to. Like, especially like this personal level. Like Molossia gets a bunch of visitors, like, but especially with like these kinds of encounters, it's a lot more personal.
Oh, absolutely. One, I think that's the crazy thing about it is, there's so much like ceremony, pageantry, and stuff to micronationalism. It's cool to be able to have those moments that are just kind of like no, but we're in this together. We have this country, we have this like bond, and it's something that just feels very present all the time. It's cool. I appreciate it. Yeah, and it's great because you make these friends over the internet. You make these connections with people, and you, like Stephen was talking about, you don't know how deep that actually goes, or what the
You never know where it's going to take you.
yeah, exactly. And it's cool to see that actually play out, and to know the person more deeply once you meet them. Yeah, and I feel like I've been learning like a lot more personal stuff about Stephen. It's been cool. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and I've gotten to know a lot more about you and your intentions, and I'm glad to see that they're still what I signed up for.
Yeah, and that means a lot too. It's really easy, I guess, to get on the internet and just say stuff, but I want to make sure that we consistently are proving that, and more specifically that I am consistently proving that. And so please guys, like, keep updated. Talk to me about it, because we're here to do the right thing, and we're here to set things up for a future that people can live in and trust. So
Yeah, this is just the beginning.
yep, absolutely. But it's a crazy beginning.
It's been up and down,
Mhm.
really.
Yep.
It's like the worst roller coaster,
Mhm.
and at the same time, the best one.
Mhm.
That was profound. All right, I'm going to bed.
Fair enough.
I've said my speech.
Well, I was gonna say I think it's crazy because like you were talking about with the roller coaster analogy. Every time we grow, all of the downs feel like really big downs because you've made all this progress and you've done all this stuff. So what you're losing in your potential losses becomes greater and greater and greater. So it gets scary to feel those up and downs, but overall it's still progress. Overall it's still this development of what we're becoming, and it's cool to know. It's cool to feel that.
Yeah. I think if we were just all ups, or what we perceived as like all progress, it wouldn't mean as much to be here today.
100%.
You know, like, light's cool and all, but the best light's shown when it's like in contrast with darkness, or in the perspective with darkness.
Yeah.
So I think because we've had some of those dark spots on our timeline, this is a pretty bright moment, and I think it wouldn't be as bright if it was just all good stuff.
100%. And I know I've seen stuff online. I wanted to make a video about this at some point. But people have talked about like toxic like culture and stuff within the micronational community, and being like, I started a micronation for like 6 months or like a year or whatever, and then I left because the community was just trash, and there was so much hate, and there was so much divisiveness, and so much like political strife between people, and it can be like rough. There definitely are ups and downs, but I think moments like this by far make it all worth it. There's a lot of genuine connection that can happen in the micronational community. And it's hard to find, and it's not always going to be where you are, but if you keep working at it, you keep looking for the right people, and you go out with the right intentions, it can be really good. I think we're seeing that. Yeah.
Trying to find a thing.
Ooh, Percall says hello. Hey, it's good to see you, Percall. Thank you for joining us tonight. Also, thank you guys for liking. We got 8 likes. My voice cracked like I'm 16. Leanna said, by the way, Stephen, if you know where 21 Road Market is set up, I live east of Independence, Virginia.
No idea where 21 Road Market is, but I know where Independence, Virginia is.
Ooh.
So I've got a pretty good perspective on it.
That's cool. That's cool. We gotta, for some reason, almost everybody except Nathan, there are so many people who live either in the South or the East Coast. Primarily the East Coast. There are a ton of Aeternians who are on the East Coast, and a ton of micronationalists in general. So I would love to do like an East Coast meetup. If we can one day set something up either here in North Carolina or potentially in Virginia, wherever is the most central location where we could get the most people to meet up at and to do a big event, we should plan something, because it seems like everybody's not too crazy far from here, far a drive from here, or at least there are a good few people who aren't too far from here. So I would love to see, as we continue to grow and as we get more people, if that trend follows, how much we could set up and how much we could actually get more face-to-face interactions like this. Because one day I'd love to meet Leanna, like Nathan talked about. Eventually one day potentially meeting Nathan, because it's cool. It's cool to be able to actually put a face to a name and to have this connection. We create government IDs, we create medals, we create all this symbolism, but you feel the weight of it once it's in person. You feel the realism even further.
Yeah, now it's even more real.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Oh, nice. You looking for these memes? Yeah.
There was one, I think you remember it. It was like the political compass.
Yeah.
And like you were over here.
Yeah.
And I just didn't know.
I do want to bring that up at some point. There was a meme that was like the political compass thing, and it shows.
It actually had Aeternia on it.
Yeah, it had Aeternia on it. Which one I was blown away by somebody, I guess on like Reddit made that, and that was really cool. We've like become a meme. I think that's
we are known.
Officially.
It's official.
Yeah, and we were up there on the same like scale with like Molossia and like Sealand. Like they had some pretty big micronations up there, so it was cool to see us get some of that shine. And the other thing, I was shocked by like where we were on the political compass, because that's not how I identify personally. So I was thrown. It was like libertarian, but like right wing, like really right wing, all the way right, and then like slightly more libertarian than authoritarian. And I was like, that doesn't feel accurate to me. I don't know. I consider myself a fairly liberal guy, but also I don't know.
We take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Like it's like funny, but like it's incorrect, but at least we know we know.
That's true. Well, and I thought it was funny. I enjoyed it. Yeah. The only thing that I was surprised about was the placement or whatever. Ooh, Nate said, yes, representing the Midwest, let's go. Yeah, you got it, Nathan. Reptile says, AP, after you planted that redwood and Aeternia has long since fallen, it will still be growing. Its future is bright as the sun, just like Aeternia. Absolutely. Well, and the hope is that we are never fallen, so that we can grow along with that tree.
Yeah, we're kind of, hoping this doesn't fail.
Absolutely.
But you know what? If all of it fails, and I don't think it will, but if all of it fails, at least I gained a friend out of it.
100%. I agree with that as well. and that's something important to talk about too. Like, in all of this, what is the deeper reason that you're doing it? It's fun to start a government. It's fun to to create things and to get people who kind of share a community with you. But when you think about the people that you're doing this with, and when you think about what you get out of it, are you having fun? Are you meeting people who are your friends, who you care about? And it's cool, the community that we've built. It's cool, the people that I've gotten to meet only because of this.
Yeah, we are some pretty lucky people.
Agree. Nathan says, I'll go when I'm 16, can't get a hotel room, I'll sleep in a car, I don't care. I appreciate you, Nathan. So wait, hey, hang out. Like, we'll be doing this. Trust. We'll be good. Whenever you are like 18 and you can like do things, like hit it up, but don't try and rush anything. We got time. It'll all work out eventually. We'll run into each other at some point.
Not sure if he'll be able to go to Vegas.
That's
but
true.
We'll see.
We'll see how it works out. Nathan says, but AP, you see my face? Oh no, you're liberal. Gosh, I'm conservative. Get owned. But that's the cool thing. Aeternia, and that's the thing. People don't even know like what my political positions are, which I guess makes sense for the scaling then. But like, it's cool that Aeternia can still have like values and can still have like a direction that it's moving, but it doesn't really hard polarize people like a lot of political discourse does. We haven't focused on a ton of like hot political topics, and the ones that we have, everybody's like pretty well agreed upon how we're moving forward. So it's pretty interesting to see. But yeah, I can appreciate that we do have those differences, and that we have people who are in the heads of our government. Nathan being a press noble in the House of Others, a top position, and having different views. It's important. We want to make sure people are represented. Man, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Per call says, how is everyone? And what is Stevven's Micronation? Stevven is a part of the Empire of Aeternia.
Yeah, I never really made it. I never made a Micronation. I just kind of joined this one.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm fine with that. I think if I were to be a leader, it wouldn't have gone nearly as long as this.
I respect it. I think you got those leadership chops. I believe.
I'm sure I could have. I was just too lazy.
That's fair.
I'd rather join a successful project than start a failing one.
I get you. Well, and that's so crazy too, because I advocate for it really hard. I think more people should join Micronation. At the time, if I would have had more ability to like outreach to other micronations, when I started this 5 years ago, crazy to think about, there was like a lot less activity going up. So, and even still we're a small niche, but if I would have been able to connect to a micronation, like this has been able to do, I would have most definitely joined another micronation, because it's just so important to build something that has momentum and has a lot of support for people. So I'm glad that we're here, but 100%, if you can join another micronation, do it. It helps. Nate says,
I give up, bro. I can't find it.
I feel you.
I tried so
we'll
hard.
find it at some point. We'll post it and get everybody a shout out.
It's hilarious.
Per call says, I'm doing fine. I'm almost done with my anthem. Congratulations. Nate says, nice. Lana says, I'll restate what I said on the last stream. I did research on using ships as micronations. If the ship holds less than 100 gross tons of cargo, it doesn't have to be registered in a port. Oh, that's interesting. I would like to learn more on that. I'm sure there is some registration you would have to add, right? Like, well, I guess the ship may not have to be registered, but you as a captain would have to be registered, right? Because I know you have to have,
you
like,
can't just
boating licenses.
ship 55 tons of cargo unregistered.
That's true. Nate says, I mean, I always thought you were progressive. Absolutely, yeah. I do consider myself fairly progressive. Lana says, greetings, man. Man says, hello. Reptile says, hey, I'm back. I had to go do something. We appreciate you joining us. Lana says, Stevven's logic is undeniable.
I have a bit of it.
Mm-hmm.
Just a bit, though.
Well, that's also like a big part of the reason for putting Stevven as the master of the House of Treasure. I definitely think Stevven has a lot of leadership qualities, but in addition, that logic has gotten us like really quickly out of some tough binds. There have been a number of cases where I feel like to some degree or another, everybody's kind of scratching their head on like how to move forward, and every time, everyone has great input, but I can recall specific times where Stevven either had like a pretty quick like solution for us to start looking into, or two, that he asked like a question which started like sparking some stuff. Like it got us on the right path, and so I can appreciate that for sure.
I like to think I'm glaringly intelligent for about 30 seconds each day. I can't choose when it happens, and they're not consecutive.
That's
So,
we'll
but
take it.
sometimes I'm good. Sometimes other times I'm just on neutral.
You're killing it, man. You're killing it. Per call says, AP, there will be a delay for me to send a small per call flag to you. That's perfectly fine. Whenever you get around to it, it would mean a lot. I'm excited. I'll be actively looking for it in the PO box. And if you guys want to send us stuff for the background of the videos, you should. We have a PO box. It's PO Box 923, Madison, Alabama. I'd have to give you guys the zip code. I forget it off the top of my head, but you should go and check it out on our website, aeternianempire.wixsite.com. Bottom of the page, you should be able to find it.
You need to find it.
You need
It's a
to.
requirement.
Have to. Reptile says, AP, could you hold weddings at the Redwood and make money? Yes, I'm sure you could, especially if it's a place that doesn't have any redwoods. If it's like a big tall tree, I'm certain you could get a lot of visitors.
If you flesh it out enough, it'll be an attraction. If you build it, they will come.
Of course, Nate's trying to roast you out here.
Where is he? Where? Me?
Under per call.
Okay, Nate. You want to know his reaction to my height? It was normal, okay? You know why? Because AP's not as tall in person as I thought.
That's fair. I'm not 7 foot at all. Tiff and I aren't that like different in height. Tiff's like
Ass.
right there to me.
I don't get him. I am average height. I would like to make a formal statement on this. I don't know why I gotta say it, but I'm not that
It's really
short.
not that crazy. It's not.
Like I'm short, but like I've always been able to get on the rides. Just
That's fair.
at
Yeah.
like Carowinds and whatever.
Yeah. Just not that short. Nathan said, LMAO, you're pushing redwoods so much. He is. He's really hyped about these redwoods. Leanna said, Stevven's like, my mind is like lightning. One brilliant flash.
And then it's gone.
I appreciate it.
I'm a flash in the pan every day.
That's a lot better than some of us. Some of us are grinding just to get a few gears turned. We're really working. Reptile Keeper says, haha. Frog Sasop, it's good to see you. I'm glad to see you join the stream tonight. Said breathing is for losers. But that's why we got that redwood. It'll create all the oxygen you need. You get one good breath and you're good. Yeah. But I do want to say we are a little bit short on time. So we're probably going to start winding down the stream here so that we can have Stevven have a good night, so that we can get a good night's rest, and we can get up in the morning to create new content for you guys and also to just hang out.
Get ready for that video and get ready for
Potentially
having the stream tomorrow and showing you the cool presents that apparently they got for me and what I got for them.
Yeah, I'm excited. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming to the stream. It means a lot. Tiff, do you want to tell anybody hi? Or join her? Tiff's cozy. Ooh, she doing it. Ooh, she coming.
She emerges.
Ooh, she's got her fancy robe on. It's a whole thing. Ooh.
Love to Liana.
Oh,
I thought she was about to throw blood up.
I also. Just gangs.
She's like, hey, it was a good crew.
We appreciate y'all. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Tiff's trying to do the blood hand sign right now. I'm so concerned about that. Everybody's doing it now. We're all.
It's below the camera. It's not canon.
It's not canon if it's below the camera. It doesn't happen. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. We appreciate y'all. And we will see you soon. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye. And if we don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.